Hi there, Leo. Welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is a general love reading for the sign of Leo for this last half of October, or last part of October. It is a general love reading, so I want to remind all my viewers that this can apply to any kind of relationships, situations, or circumstances that you might be dealing with. Try to be flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles within the reading. This means that you can be represented by any of the characters that might show up in the cards, regardless of the gender of the cards. You may also not show up at all, so you might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody instead of feeling like I'm reading for you directly. Parts of the reading may resonate for you while other parts may not, so take what does and leave behind the rest. My intention is always to reach those that need the message and will benefit from it in some way, shape, or form. So if you are a returning viewer, I want to say thank you so much for your support. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for viewing more of my readings. If you are a brand new viewer, welcome. Thanks for tuning in and giving me the opportunity to read for you. If you want more specific information or you're curious about my videos, my readings, go ahead and check out the description box below. The names of the decks and their creators are down there as well. So Leo, we're going to go ahead and get started. Carmella's here, as you can see. She's croaking over there on her cage, making some noise. And let's go ahead and cut this deck and get started. See what we have for Leo. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. And Five of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. Okay, Leo. So you might be dealing with a workplace situation or job situation. With the Eight of Pentacles showing up here as your very first card. Or this might be pertaining to something you're working on or something you're creating. Something you've been studying. Eight of Pentacles just indicates you're putting some energy into something. It could be something that's profitable for you, and you could be working with other people. So this could include family, friend, dynamic, colleagues, coworkers, business partners. A collaboration of some sort. We have a King of Cups on the table in reverse. Feels like there might be some disappointment or grief surrounding a close connection or a relationship. Maybe something that's run dry or something that it hasn't been significant in your life for a period of time. Maybe there's someone distant to you that you've got on your mind, someone that you maybe were close to in the past. But I just get the sense of this king may be reflecting on a connection or a relationship. Maybe one that was established in the past and he feels like it's possible that it's not a close tie right now. Could be family, a family connection with the Ten of Pentacles out here. Let's get some more cards out for Leo. Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Swords. Queen of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. The Moon. Five of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Swords in reverse. So this is kind of a confusing reading so far, Leo. I feel like there's some uncertainties or some insecurities surrounding this workplace situation or the people that you're working with. There's some kind of insecurities or uncertainties, or not quite feeling really, really good about it. Maybe not. Maybe feeling like it's not super stable, or it's not. There's some kind of disconnect. Feeling like something's not, like it's not getting anywhere. There's no progress, or it doesn't feel good anymore. Time to move on because it doesn't feel good anymore. Doesn't feel right. So here's what I've got. Let's see if I end up being right when I get this third set out. But I feel like this King of Cups, and I'm ignoring this Queen of Swords right now. I feel like this King of Cups is dissatisfied with the situation. So I feel like this could pertain or apply to a workplace situation, a job, but it feels like there is a group dynamic at play. It could be a family situation, but I think that this King of Cups is feeling disengaged or dissatisfied or insecure about a situation. It feels like it involves other people. So again, it could be a situation, a workplace situation, where this king is starting to become disenchanted with the work or the group dynamic that he's working with, or the type of project that he's involved in, or something of that nature. It feels like he's disenchanted or feeling disengaged from that. Maybe not emotionally invested in it anymore, or maybe he's kind of lost the passion for it. But there's this sense of feeling discontent or insecure, feeling like things aren't quite right anymore. But it feels like it's probably something that's happened over time. And then there is some kind of connection or memories popping up for this king. I think it's a specific connection or person. Could be reminiscing about somebody or missing somebody. It might be even a situation where you've kind of tried to push the memories aside or ignore them. So I feel like there's two different things going on so far, Leo. Some kind of current situation where there's some dissatisfaction, and then there's some memories, I feel like, that are popping up for this King of Cups. And we're not talking about this person yet. So let's get some more cards out and see what we get for Leo. So we have the Tower in reverse. There's the Nine of Pentacles again in reverse with the same card. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Seven of Swords. Knight of Wands in reverse. Eight of Cups, this time in reverse. And Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this feels like a really specific story now that I've got this third set out. So I'm gonna try to keep this as simple as possible. because sometimes I get carried away and I start reading like too many different storylines into one story, and then I muddle the whole thing. So let me try to keep this simple. So this King of Cups feels like he's involved in a situation. Could just be, his current workplace situation, or just his current, day to day. I feel like, this could be associated with a job, a group of friends, a social circle, a family dynamic. But it feels like over time, there's a certain level of dissatisfaction that's kind of set in for this person. I think he's keeping it to himself. I think that there's been an opportunity in the past. It's possible this is what he's reflecting on, and it's associated with some memories with a specific connection to a specific person that he passed up in the past because he was tied up in this other thing that he's currently involved in. So there's something that he tied up in the past, and it's caused him some heartache, some grief. It may have been an opportunity, may have been a brand new opportunity, something to start something brand new with somebody specific that I feel like he turned away or turned back, or turned away from, or rejected. It could have been associated with a family tie. It could be associated with a family tie that was that he disengaged with, or ended things with, or broke it off with, because there's some grief or something gone awry within a connection. It feels like a family tie, family connection, or somebody that he was close to. Maybe somebody that he'd established a long-term connection to. And I'm saying he because I'm referring to this King of Cups. So if you're a female viewer, just bear in mind you can embody this energy. So try to ignore the pronouns that I'm using. But right now, there's this King of Cups, and then there's this Queen of Swords, who might be the person that he's reminiscing about right now. I think the fact that she's in reverse can indicate that there's probably a lack of communication going on here, or inability to communicate. It is also possible that one or both parties have not been thinking about each other for a while, or there's just been this lack of shared energy, a disengagement, separation. I think at this point in time, this King of Cups is avoiding showing how he really feels about his current situation, because he's reminiscing about this person and this opportunity that he may have turned away or rejected in the past, and I think that he is reminiscing about it and realizing that his current situation is no longer satisfying, or no longer doing the trick for him, or no longer making him feel good about himself, whatever the case may be. His current situation is making him feel discontent. I think he might be considering walking away from the current situation because of this discontentment. But he's also keeping it to himself. At this point in time, I'm not sure that other people realize how this king is feeling right now. That he might be considering walking away, because I think he's keeping it to himself. I think he's keeping his feelings to himself, and I think he's keeping his thoughts to himself. And in a lot of cases, the Seven of Swords, when it pops up, it's not a very positive card, right? If you're familiar with tarot, you know. But for me, this is about him keeping or withholding information. He's not expressing himself. And it could be because he doesn't want external opinions regarding the situation, because it feels like it's probably pretty personal to him. However, I think the thing that's kind of holding him back from leaving his satisfying current situation is that he's afraid that if he leaves, maybe in search of whatever he left behind in the past, the opportunity and the person connected to it, that if he tries to return to that situation, it may not look, he may be thinking it's no longer available to me. It's no longer a viable option. Okay, so that's the basic story right now, Leo. And again, this feels very specific. So if it's not your story, it's not your story. But you could be getting this reading because maybe you know a King of Cups and you're wondering what's going on with him because he's been acting weird or he's been acting off or odd. Maybe this is what's going on for this person. So it's possible, if you're not resonating, that this could be tied to some energy that you're close to, or somebody that you know that might be going through this, that kind of thing. So let's get some more cards out here for Leo and see what else we get. Ace of Cups in reverse, and Temperance. In reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. So with this set of cards, kind of getting confirmation of what I was seeing at first. There's a disconnect occurring with this King's certain situation. I feel this disconnect possibly with the actual work or project or whatever this King is investing time into. There's this lack of passion for it, a loss of interest. There could be some also a loss of interest within the connections of people he's surrounded by or the people he's working with. He may feel like he's not getting anywhere. He's spinning his wheels. What's the point? That kind of thing. I get a real strong energy of feeling like I'm not getting anywhere with this. It's just not, it's not lighting my fire anymore. It's not making me, it's not, making me want to get up out of bed in the morning and run off to work. And there's a lack of motivation. There's a lack of desire. But again, I don't think this King is talking about it. And then there's this reminiscing of this past event or past connection that I feel like this King turned away or missed out on, rejected. But then with this Emperor in reverse, to me, this indicates that maybe he didn't have a choice because of certain circumstances. Maybe it's because of the current situation he's in that he turned away this opportunity, this relationship, this connection. And now he's regretting it. He's like, shit, you know what? When I had the chance, I should have gone for it. But I was too tied up in this, whatever this is, this current situation. Whatever he's currently invested in, he was too tied up in that to consider this other option that right now is not available to him. Or at least he feels that way. It feels too that if this isn't a family connection, for example, this could have been a long standing relationship or someone who come back from his past, maybe made an offer or a suggestion, hey, let's go try this together, let's do this, whatever. And this king rejected it or turned it away, and then the tie was severed. Or whoever this person was went on their merry ways, maybe seeking another partner or somebody else to collaborate with or pursue something different. But it feels like at the time this king probably turned this away because of his current situation, which now he's very dissatisfied by. And now he's reminiscing and kicking himself, thinking, shit, you know what? I should have taken that opportunity when I had the chance, and now it's gone. And even if I leave my current situation right now and maybe go in search of this opportunity I had in the past, is it still available to me? I think that's the hardest part for this king, is that he's not sure if there's any fight left in whatever was from whatever he's reminiscing about from the past. If I make the effort, is it even there for me to have again? So I feel like strongly, whatever this connection was from the past, it feels like somebody that not only maybe there's an opportunity attached to this person. It's possible that it could have also been a romantic or intimate connection, but it also feels like it potentially could be a family tie that's now been severed. And when I say severed, it could just be that there's distance between this person and him, or there's an inability to reconnect or talk or communicate or get back together or reconsider this option. It just feels like there is a separation or distance or lack of ability to communicate or collaborate, or whatever that looks like for this king. So I'm going to get one last round out for Leo. Let's see what else we have. Chariot in reverse. There's the 8 of Pentacles again. Ten of Wands. Justice in reverse. Five of Pentacles again. King of Pentacles coming out on the King of Cups. The Empress in reverse. And there's the Seven of Swords again. So everything that came out feels like possibly thoughts or the energy surrounding this King of Cups. This is a solo reading. So while this Queen of Swords Empress person showed up in the reading, I don't feel like this is her energy. I don't necessarily feel like there's any way for me to read like what this person's thinking to help this King of Cups gain some clarity, because I think that whatever's coming up regarding this other person, it is tied to the thoughts or energy of this King of Cups. I hope that makes sense. See, here I go. I'm muddling the story. It's really not that. It's not that complicated, Leos. I'm gonna go ahead and just do another quick run through of these cards. So this king is in this current situation that's going nowhere for him. It feels like a workplace situation or something he's invested a lot of time in. It doesn't have to be work, but this is something he's put a lot of time and energy into. He's still doing it. But he's starting to lose the passion. He's starting to lose momentum. He's starting to lose interest. He's starting to feel a little bit less secure about where this is headed, where it's going. Is it worth it to continue to invest this kind of time and energy into something that's going nowhere for me? there is some loyalty connected to the people who are attached to whatever this is for this king. And that probably is what's kept him in his current situation for as long as it has. Even though there's nothing left for him, even though it's going nowhere, this king has a certain level of loyalty. So for example, if he's involved in some kind of project that is tied to other people, one other person or a group of people, he's committed to the people. He's committed to the connections. I don't think he wants to disappoint others. So there might still be value in the relationships themselves, but whatever he's tied to with regard to these relationships, he's lost his passion for that. But he's maintained where he is and what he's doing for as long as he has because of his loyalty for those who are also connected to this. Now, there's this, again, this opportunity connection from the past that this king is reminiscing about. And he realized that had he taken the chance, had he not felt so loyal or dedicated or devoted to his current situation, he may have taken on this opportunity, but he didn't. He turned it away or rejected it or said, no, I can't. And as a result, this severed a tie with this Queen of Swords, Queen of Empress in reverse energy. There's a severed tie here that this king is reminiscing about. Wondering, you know what, it's the what if. It's the what if memories. What if I had taken this opportunity? But at the time I didn't feel like I could. Timing wasn't right, or I was committed to this other opportunity or these other people or this other project. I just couldn't at the time. But when he turned it away, he also severed this tie or disconnected with this person. And now that he's rethinking his current situation and saying, you know what, gosh, I should have gone ahead and taken that opportunity. You know, I said I was tied to this other thing, but, you know, are you really? Did I, you know, I had the opportunity to make a choice. It's not like I was shackled to my current situation. I'm surprised the Eight of Swords is not out here. But I don't feel like this king necessarily feels like he's trapped by a situation, because I think he knows he can get out whenever he wants. It's just his sense of loyalty keep kind of holding him to the current situation. And again, I feel like he's keeping these feelings and thoughts to himself. If he were to disengage with his current situation and return to this past relationship, past potential opportunity, I think that's where he feels like he's kidding himself. I think that's where he feels like he's lying to himself, because I don't know that he knows or thinks that this is still available. He's thinking about it, but he's doubtful that it's even still available for him to have, or try again, or revisit. So, Leo, that's the gist of the story. Now, this Queen of Swords, Empress person who's tied to this past opportunity that this king didn't take, this person's energy is not on the table. This is just how this king is. So in other words, I can't tell this king, oh yes, this other person's also thinking about you. The opportunity is available. You should, you know, leave your current situation behind and try again. I can't, the cards are not indicating anything of that nature. In other words, I can't tell if this person, if the opportunity is available, or this person's even open to reconnecting or anything of that nature. It's just not here. I don't think that means that the opportunity is not available for some of you, or that you shouldn't, you know, maybe test the waters and see if you can't reconnect or get a hold of this person, or whatever that looks like for you. I'm not saying that that's not a possibility, because I think it probably is. I think that there is no energy indicating one way or the other, because it's probably different for those of you watching, depending on your circumstances and your situation. So that's what I have for you, Leo, and I'm going to get this last card, and then we're going to wrap this up. you know, I feel for this king because, frankly, I've been in this situation. I'm not sure there aren't, you know, probably a number of us, most, that's 3 cards, I can't take 3. I think that most of us have experienced a situation in our lives where we felt like we were obligated or stuck, or we committed to this, now we gotta follow through and finish it up. And you end up regretting it or feeling like this just isn't for me anymore, the passion's gone, you know, hard to get up in the morning and face what you've got to face because you said you would, you know, you signed a contract or whatever that looks like for you. We've all been in that situation, or at least most of us. I know I have. So I feel for this king. And once you're in a position like that, once you're in a situation like that where you feel like you're obligated or you feel like you're committed or you feel like, I can't give up my paycheck, so I can't, you know, those kind of thoughts that go through your head thinking, I'm going to take this one. Thinking I can't do this because then it's going to mess with this or it's going to have this kind of effect. So I definitely feel for this king because I think many of us have been there before. So we have the 6 of fire that came up in reverse. I have not pulled this card in quite a while, Leo. It's a potential blockage if it's in reverse. Now the 6 of fire, of course, is the 6 of wands, which did not come out in your reading. 6 of wands can be about recognition, receiving accolades, people noticing achievements, you know, that kind of thing. In the reverse, it can indicate putting on a mask, trying to accomplish something because other people are noticing or other people are watching or other people are influencing you, that kind of thing. So this could definitely tie into this relationship. But let's go ahead and read it out of the book and see